A woman plays a soft song in her car while parked on a railway crossing. Without warning, she exits the vehicle and walks away. Moments later, a train barrels through, leaving only wreckage. Her child was still inside. Elsewhere in a quiet suburban town, Carly talks to her boyfriend, Damon, over the phone. Her parents don't approve of him, but she doesn't care. The two plan to meet later after Damon finishes a school exam. Carly's younger brother, Josh, comes in and teases her. He's energetic and loud, and though they argue, it's a typical sibling relationship. Their parents, Brent and Kendall, are busy with their routines. The family also has a housekeeper named Suini, who brings her daughter Lisa with her to work. At breakfast, a news story airs about a mother leaving her baby in a locked car, resulting in the infant's death. The family pays little attention. Carly asks to skip dinner with her grandparents so she can go out. Her parents say no, leading to tension between Carly and Kendall. Later, Kendall drives Carly to school. On the way, they argue again. Carly accuses her mother of living a boring life. When they arrive, she slams the door and walks off. Kendall sits in the car, quietly affected by the conversation. At home, Josh playfully throws a ball at Brent. Brent forces a smile, but something unsettling flashes across his face. After laughing it off, he quietly kicks Josh's toy car as he leaves. In the kitchen, Suini prepares chicken while Lisa watches Josh play. Suddenly, Josh turns around and sees Suini hitting Lisa repeatedly with a meat mallet. Josh watches in shock. Meanwhile, Kendall meets with Jean, Riley's mother and a friend. They talk about Kendall's sister Jenna, who is about to give birth. While searching her purse, Kendall realizes some money is missing. Jean suggests Carly probably took it, just as her own daughter often steals. Back at school, Carly's teacher gets a call to send a student to the office. More calls follow. Outside, police vehicles begin to arrive. Carly and her friend, Riley, don't pay much attention and head to the restroom, where Riley complains about her mother. They buy some edible drugs from another student. But when they step outside, the school is in chaos. Students are panicked. Police are holding back a crowd of parents at the school gates. Some parents try to climb the fence to get inside. A boy runs to his mother through the fence. She hugs him and suddenly stabs him in the neck with her car keys. Other parents begin attacking their children as well. Screams fill the area. Carly and Riley flee and manage to escape in Riley's car. Elsewhere, Damon finishes his exam and heads home early. His father is already there, sitting on the couch, visibly drunk. Damon starts cleaning the kitchen, but his father attacks him without warning, first slapping him, then chasing him with a broken glass bottle. In the struggle, his father falls and is accidentally impaled in the throat. Damon stands over the body, stunned. Kendall, meanwhile, sits in her car, crying. She had just attended a failed job interview. The employer dismissed her, saying she's been out of the workforce for too long and has 2 kids. Then, she gets a call. Jenna is in labor. She rushes to the hospital, but before she can fully comprehend the situation, she's called into the delivery room. Jenna gives birth to a healthy baby girl. As she holds the baby, something changes. Jenna's face twists, and she tries to smother the newborn. Staff intervene. Jenna grabs scissors and tries again to harm the baby. Kendall pulls the child from her and runs outside the room. She pleads with the nurses for help. One of them takes the baby to a protected area and tells Kendall that parents are turning against their own children. Outside the neonatal ward, fathers press their faces to the glass, watching their newborns with dark intent. Carly and Riley arrive at Riley's home. Carly watches the news, which reports a strange epidemic causing parents to violently attack their children. Upstairs, Riley is quiet. When Carly goes to check on her, she finds Riley being strangled to death by her own mother. Carly runs outside and narrowly avoids a man wielding a bloodied baseball bat. Damon finds her in the street. He tells her what happened with his father and warns her to stay away from her own parents. Together, they decide to return to her house to find Josh. Back at the house, Brent is asleep in his office. He wakes up and tells his assistant not to let anyone call him. He then looks at a photo of his kids. Suddenly, he screams, clutching his head. The virus has reached him too. Damon and Carly arrive at the house and see Suini's car still parked outside. Inside, Suini is mopping the kitchen floor. She appears calm, but Carly quickly notices the mop is stained with blood. When asked about Josh, Suini says he's in his room. Damon stays downstairs while Carly rushes upstairs. She finds Josh hiding under his bed, crying. He says Suini did something bad to Lisa. Carly grabs her brother and tells him they need to leave. Suini finishes cleaning and drives away. Just then, Brent enters through the front door. He sees Damon and immediately becomes aggressive. As Damon tries to explain, Josh's voice from upstairs catches Brent's attention. He looks up, filled with violent intent. Carly tells Josh to run, but Josh insists on getting his backpack. Damon tries to stop Brent, but Brent punches him hard in the throat, knocking him unconscious. As Brent moves toward the stairs, he trips on Josh's toy car and crashes into the kitchen. Carly and Josh use the opportunity to flee to the basement. They lock the door behind them. In the basement, everything is a mess. 3 weeks earlier, Brent had bought a pool table and tried to turn the space into a man cave. He was proud of his work, but Kendall questioned the expense. This led to a heated argument where Brent destroyed the entire setup with a hammer. He yelled that he wanted to feel young and free again. Kendall agreed, saying she loved her family, but missed the person she used to be. Back in the present, Kendall is driving home. On the radio, a warning plays. Parents are being advised to stay away from their children. Kendall listens, breathing heavily. It's already too late. She's infected. She arrives at the house and finds Brent recovering. The two look at each other silently, now fully driven by a shared urge. They go to the basement door and start banging on it. Brent yells for the kids to come out. Kendall grabs an electric saw and tries to cut through the door. Brent goes to the bedroom to retrieve his gun, but when he opens the case, it's empty. Suddenly, a gunshot rings out. Kendall stumbles back, wounded in the shoulder. Josh had taken the gun and hidden it in his backpack earlier. He used it through the basement door to stop their mother. Brent helps Kendall treat her wound, pouring alcohol on it. Carly and Josh cry as they listen from inside the basement. The parents stop, trying to force their way in. Brent has another idea. He connects a gas line from the oven and feeds it into the basement vent. They plan to gas the kids unconscious, then kill them. Kendall tapes over the holes in the basement door to keep the gas from leaking out. Inside, Carly notices something strange and puts her fingers through one of the holes. Kendall immediately stabs at her hand with a knife. As gas fills the basement, Carly realizes what's happening. She finds a box of matches and tears off the striking strip. She attaches it to the bottom of the door with tape, placing matchsticks in position. It's a trap. When the door opens, the matches will ignite the gas. Carly and Josh crawl into the ceiling vent. They make coughing sounds to trick their parents. Thinking the kids are weak from the gas, Brent breaks open the door. The moment it swings open, the matches ignite. A fireball erupts from the basement. Brent is badly injured in the explosion. Kendall survives. She regains consciousness and begins searching the house. She hears movement and spots Carly above the hallway. Kendall grabs a mallet and charges. Carly runs to her room and locks the door. Kendall smashes her way in. Carly bites her wounded shoulder to fight her off. Damon, still alive, appears and tackles Kendall. He locks her inside the closet. For a moment, everything is quiet. Then Kendall bursts out again, this time using a broken coat hanger as a weapon. She stabs Damon through the cheek and throws him over the stair rail. He lands hard and goes silent. Carly and Josh try to escape, but Brent appears, now conscious again. The parents close in. Just as they prepare to attack, the doorbell rings. It's Brent's parents. He opens the door. His mother immediately sprays him in the face with pepper spray. His father stabs him in the side. The violence now spans generations. The grandparents push their way inside. Brent's father grabs a kitchen knife and begins chasing Brent through the house. Brent, wounded and panicked, runs from room to room while trying to escape. At the same time, Josh runs through the hallway. Brent sees him and gives chase. He follows Josh into the garage, where Josh climbs into Brent's favorite car and hides. Brent's father follows behind, still trying to kill him. Elsewhere in the house, Kendall tries to reason with her mother-in-law, begging her to stop, but the older woman refuses. In desperation, Kendall strikes her mother-in-law with a mallet, knocking her out. Carly runs outside, but Kendall follows close behind. Carly's grandmother gets up and joins the pursuit. As Kendall corners Carly in the yard, the grandmother tries to intervene. Suddenly, Brent's car crashes through the yard. The car strikes the grandmother, killing her instantly. The impact throws the grandfather from the vehicle, and he also dies on the spot. Brent, inside the car, is knocked unconscious by the crash. Kendall stands over Carly again, ready to finish the job, but Damon appears and hits her in the head with a shovel. She falls, finally incapacitated. Later, Brent and Kendall wake up in the basement. They're tied to a pole with chains. Carly, Josh, and Damon stand nearby, watching silently. Kendall pleads with her children, saying she loves them and wants to be let go. Brent, still slightly disoriented, adds something else. He starts to say, "Sometimes we just want to," but stops mid-sentence. The screen cuts to black before he can finish.